Hello. I hope that you can hear me because I am let me come back to just me. I want to go to my channel. Hello everyone. Hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me. Let me do something, you all. This is weird. So we got this zombie apocalypse is what we've got. I know it sounds funny, but that's what we got going on, a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I want to try to pull this the feed up on my other laptop, on my laptop. I've got to mute it, so just bear with me for one moment, please. It's got to get its Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We've got the live chat going. We've got it. I've got it over here. I don't like looking way over there. I really don't. But I am. I'm looking way over there. And no. Now it's telling me that I have a terrible, look at this. I'm not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Am I being pixelated, you all? Because this is not looking good for me at all. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Well, it's telling me I've got a poor stream health. All of a sudden, it literally dropped just like that. No pixels. That's funny, you all, because I'm going to go to this... I'm going to go to the CDC because this zombie apocalypse and these movies and everything, that is, there's more to it than meets the eye. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye, and you all know it. I'll go with the flow. Technology can lie to you. It really can. I don't like it lying, but it can lie. Yeah. Let me turn this up some more so I can have some more light. Stop playing. Okay, well, I've got my first tro on here. I can block this individual, and I will. So, Christopher McDonald, you're gone. Okay? You're gone. Yeah, I'm not on here to play games. And if you want to come on here and be rude and disrespectful to me, no questions asked. You're gone. It's that simple. Yeah, I can do it. I will do it. I will do it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I don't. Yeah, much love to you all too. So we're at this screen. We're doing a search for the zombie apocalypse. And of course it can take us right over here to the CDC. Wonder why zombies and zombie apocalypse and preparedness continue to live or walk dead on a CDC website? As it turns out, what first began as a tongue-in-cheek campaign to engage new audience with preparedness messages has proven to be a very effective platform. So we continue to reach and engage a wide variety of audiences in all hazards via the zombie preparedness. So look at this. They've got all kinds of products. Look at that. All kinds of emergencies that we can prepare for. Let's see what I haven't went over there, but they're serious. Okay, they are serious. Yeah. So it says a brief history about them. We've seen one movie about. No, I never did watch the movie. I didn't watch it. It's gross. Look, Resident Evil. This is the person's favorite. Where do they come from and whys? And then you have the shows, The Walking Dead, all of that. In movies, in literature, zombies are often depicted as being created by an infectious virus. This is infectious virus. That's a key phrase. An infectious virus, which is passed on via bites and contact with bodily fluids. A psychiatrist wrote a fictional paper on zombies presented in the Night of the Living Dead, and they called the condition ataxic neurodegenerative satiety deficiency syndrome caused by an infectious agent. So the Zombie Survival Guide identifies the cause of a zombie as a virus called solanum. Copperhead, honey, you said it, not me. Solanum. That's what they called it. Other zombie origins show in films include radiation from a destroyed NASA Venus probe, as well as a mutation of existing conditions such as prions, mad cow disease, measles, and rabies. And they say it's better to be safe than sorry. So they telling you what you need. You need to have an emergency supply kit. Food, water, medication, tools and supplies, sanitation, hygiene, bedding, and first aid. And you need to identify the types of emergencies, pick a meeting place, identify emergency contacts, plan your evacuation route. Never fear, they said, the CDC is ready if zombies start roaming the street. If zombies start roaming the streets, you all, if they start roaming the streets, we're gonna look at this. If zombies start roaming the streets, they tell us what to look for. They say they would construct an investigation much like any other disease outbreak, and the CDC would provide technical assistance to cities, states, and or international partners dealing with a zombie infestation. Now, people may think, oh, this is all make-believe. Why do you even have something like this if it's all make-believe, such as hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes? They're all disasters is what they are. Boss man, you didn't miss much. You really didn't. So let's look at this screen, you all. So if they started roaming the streets, the CDC would conduct an investigation much like any other disease outbreak, and it would provide technical assistance to cities, states, or international partners dealing with a zombie infestation. This includes consultation, lab testing, and analysis, patient management and care, tracking of contacts, and infection control, including isolation and quarantine. So isolation and quarantine and tracking. Did they just say that? Did they say that they are going to do consultation, lab testing, analysis, and patient management and care, tracking of contacts and infectious control, including isolation and quarantine? They did say that. They really did. They said that. Yeah. It says also, it's likely that an investigation of this scenario would seek to accomplish several goals. Let me do this, you all. Let me put this back to me. I need to make my pointer on here. Let me do this. Did you all know that you can make your cursor bigger, your little mouse thing. You go into the mouse, you hit this right here. You can make whatever color you want it to be. You can make your little pointer bigger. I'm going to make my pointer this size. You all can do that. You can. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So it's easier to follow around like that. Yeah. We have to keep our comments respectful on here. You don't want to be flagged. You don't. This is informative information. This is information. Okay, it's likely that an investigation of this scenario would seek to accomplish several goals. Determine the cause of the illness, the source of the infection, the virus, the toxin. Learn how it is transmitted and how readily it is spread. How to break the cycle of transmission and thus prevent further cases, and how patients can be treated. Not only would scientists be working to identify the cause and a cure of a zombie outbreak, the CDC would and other agencies would send medical teams and first responders to help those in the affected areas. This person says they will be volunteering the young nameless disease detectives for the field work. Who are the volunteering the young nameless disease detectives for field work? Who would they be? Who would those young nameless detectives be for the field work that they need? Yeah, who would they be? So, let me do this. Yeah. Who would they be if they were like that? I don't like this pointer being this big. I don't, so I'm going to make it smaller. I don't like it. It needs to go smaller. No, I don't want to do my cursor speed, you all. I'm trying to make this cursor. I made it way too big, so yeah, I just want it smaller. I do. Just a little bit smaller. The youth. Okay, the youth. Well, we can go back. Look at this. I'm going to go back to just the screen. Okay, now look at this. If zombies did start roaming the streets, the CDC would conduct an investigation much like any other disease outbreak. So look, they have a zombie task force right here. A non-profit partner of the CDC is offering zombie task force t-shirts right there. Zombie task force t-shirts. Are you prepared? Tell us, they say. Have you begun preparing for a zombie apocalypse? Look at this. 1,450 comments on preparedness for a zombie apocalypse. I might suggest adding a baseball bat, preferably aluminum, to your emergency kit as well. It doesn't require ammunition and can be highly effective at clearing the path through hordes of zombies whilst trying to make good your escape. Look at that, you all. Zombieland. This is the stuff we preach on a daily basis for the impending doom. There's a media. I heard about that. Stacy is learning. I heard about that. And I can't talk about that on here, or they're going to deplatform. There's some things you can't talk about. They'll deplatform you. And we want to have this open, but I have heard about that. Look, this is how the real admirals get to spend their time at the CDC, writing garbage about a zombie apocalypse. Is it garbage? I don't think it's garbage. I don't. There is more to this than what meets the eye. There is a whole lot more to this. But you can go to the CDC. It has a lot of information on it. It tells you what's coming. It is. It tells you what's coming. Look. Yeah, you've got to keep your comments respectful on here, okay? You have got to keep your comments respectful. No belittling, okay? We don't need to belittle. Even though you may feel that way, you can't come on here and do that, okay? You can't. It literally distracts from what we're doing. It does. It literally lowers the vibration also. That's what it does. Yeah. So let's look at this. So it's a zombie. They have zombie preparedness for educators, a graphic novel. They have a media online. All of this. All of this. I'm looking at the comments and I'm starting to hide people from the chat. You had your warning. I'm starting to hide you from the chat. Completely. Yeah. I can do that. I don't have a problem doing it. One bit. Yeah. That's right. Let's see this. Oh, that's all right. That's all right, you all. It's fine. It comes with the territory. It does. It comes with the territory, you all. It does. So let's get back to this screen. Yeah, let's get back to this screen. So let's look at this. So we've got this showing up in the news. You see the date on it. It's March the 2nd, 2021. Will Nostradamus' predictions come true? The CDC offers tips to survive a zombie apocalypse, just in case. As it progresses amid a global pandemic, that means it's went beyond the epidemic. Questions about a possible zombie apocalypse are swarming the internet. According to Nostradamus, 2021 will be packed with events that will forever shape the future of humanity. They predicted it centuries ago. Here comes the zombie apocalypse. According to the annual horoscope, 2021 could mark the rise of the living dead. Yeah. That's exactly what he said. And have you noticed that with everything that's happening, they always have a Nostradamus prediction for it? They do. Everything. It is turned around, and then they have a prediction for it. That's how that works. They turn it around. Few young people, half dead to give a start, dead through spite. He will cause others to shine, and in an exalted place some great evils to occur. Sad concepts will come to harm each one. Temporal dignified, the mass to succeed. Fathers and mothers dead of infinite sorrows. Women in mourning, the pestilent she monster, the great one to be no more. All the world to end. I sometimes think about these and I'm thinking, okay, is Nostradamus, I really do think this at times. Let me tell you what I think at times. I think at times that they made Nostradamus. They made him. That's what I think. They created these quatrains to give to people. That's what I think at times. I think that's what they've done. All of it. And when they're telling you what's going to happen, well, it's going to happen. Okay, they're going to make it happen one way or another. If you see it on here like this, and they got a preparedness thing, something like this is definitely going to happen. How it comes about, we have our own views on how it comes about. We can just say that. Look, I still have an error in my live streaming. Yeah. Somebody said something about 2,000 years ago. Yeah, they're going to make sure it happens. So we better prepare, okay? You better prepare because it's coming. It is coming. And they say that there's a prediction for it. So it's going to come about. They're telling you what's going to happen. And instead of just dismissing this, you better take heed because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't. MZFR, it's true. It is true. We are on a stage, and am I going to read this? No, I don't want to read it. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read it. But they've got things like that. Look at that. They got things like that. That's the novel. That looks kind of gloomy, you all. It really does. The zombies are coming. Who turned into a zombie? A virus made them turn into a zombie, I guess. The Walking Dead. You see that? Look, CDC, Center for Disease Control and Preparedness. I was just on my way to the lab, they say. Have we isolated the sample from the state yet? I called everyone in on this one. They're working around the clock. How are we going to get out of here, they say. They're trying to get out of there. And the zombies are at the car. They're trying to get on the cars. They're walking in the streets. Oh no, they didn't prepare. Their gas tank is on empty. You better make sure you have half of a gas tank of gas. And then the military gets called in. We made it just in time. We lock up people at dusk and we don't reopen until the morning. Or we lock up at dusk and we don't reopen in the morning. So they wanted to, the streets were empty. They're driving around. Is what they're doing. You folks made it just in time, he said. They're going to the shelter. By order of Wayne County Health Department, all persons wishing to enter the safe zone must be screened prior to entry. That's what happened. They had to be screened. They got nurses in there. Nurses, just says, I'm a nurse, Evans. I'm Nurse Evans. Just follow me so we can get you both screened with a sample blood test. They are getting a sample blood test, you all, because this is a safe zone. They got to take a blood test. So Todd and Julie and Max follow the nurse to the makeshift lab that has been set up. Later, having been screened for the virus, they're saying it is a virus. That's what they're saying. It is a virus. Julie and Todd are cleared, and they are allowed to enter the gymnasium, which has been converted into a shelter. Okay, Max, let's see what's happening outside. So they got their radio. They say the novel virus has been ravaging the nation, and the first round should reach the safe zones as early as this evening. We're saved. I can't believe it. Vaccines. Look at that. Vaccines. Hey, folks, the vaccines are on their way. Yay! While the shelter erupts in cheers, hugs, and tears of relief, outside the school's protective fence, shadowy figures are closing in. All right, folks, listen up. We start shipping out the first round of vaccine and supplies to the states. From there, the state's health departments will divvy up the supplies and take them to the various points of dispensing. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not. I'm not going to say anything. Oh my gosh. Look at that. We've got a lot of work to do. So don't expect to get any breaks until everyone has been vaccinated. No breaks until everyone is vaccinated. Around sunset, the first truck arrives in the gate of the school. Hey, everybody, it's here, it's here. But with the setting sun, the zombies become more active, and they begin closing in on the school. Quick, get the truck. Get inside the gate. Here they come. Sarge, we're going to get overrun. We can't just shoot them. These are our fellow citizens. Oh my gosh. You have got to be kidding. We can't just shoot them. They are our fellow citizens. Did you all just hear that? The zombie horde surrounds and overpowers the guards. Then they begin to break into the school and smashing windows and doors. They break into the school. They smash the windows and doors. Oh my gosh, here they come. Back in the gym, people are chattering happily with their families when they hear the glass breaking. All of a sudden, the zombies break through the windows and doors and begin streaming in. Mass panic ensues as everyone realizes there is nowhere to run. Todd, what do we do? Run to the lab area? Maybe there's a way out? Todd, look out. Roar, no. Whoa. And that's the end of it. That is the end of that. There's nowhere to run. Nowhere. That's pretty telltale, you all. You can go here, and this is page 1. Boom. Let's see. We didn't see this. It says, stay tuned for Channel Nightly News. What happened there, you all? People have been hospitalized after a strange virus began spreading rapidly through the southeast. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is recommending that people distance themselves from anyone displaying these symptoms. They are also recommending families gather emergency supplies and make plans in case they are asked to evacuate. I don't need to hear any more. I don't need to hear any more. Yeah. Yeah. No more. Look at that. Making me angry, to be honest, Technopie. Something's going on. Something is definitely going on. Mr. Sasquatch. It's a preparedness. It's a preparedness comic. Oh, it's happening. Okay, it is. It's happening. It really is. The preparedness thing is happening. I want to have some sparkles on me. Give me some more gamma. Let me have some brightness to where, yeah, let me just put myself like this. I want to have kind of fade into the background. I don't like reading that. I don't. At all. I don't want to read it. Yeah. That's right. I don't want to read it because I think we've seen quite enough. We really have quite enough taking place, a whole lot. And it is taking place, all of it, all around. They're gonna you have to get vaccinated. You have to have a blood sample before you go into that shelter. You do. You had to have a blood sample, or you're not going to be allowed in there. That's right. You won't be allowed in there if you don't have a blood sample to prove that you don't have the virus. Okay? That's what's going to happen. Well, I guess I'm going to be going. I really am. Yeah. I'm going to be going, you all, because I'm just playing around now. I'm getting distracted because I don't want to read it. I don't want to read it anymore. I really don't. Good morning. Yes, I'm doing that. I'm trying to figure out what I want in this thing because I removed the Chrome key. I'm just going to leave it gone is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove that chroma key because I don't want to look like that. I don't. Technology, Technopie, you don't see that in our future, that timeline in our future. Well, it's here. It is here. Okay. If you look at this, this is, okay, take the zombies completely out of it. Okay, take the zombies completely out of it. Okay. Part 2, take them out of it. Pretend that they're not zombies. Pretend that these people who are the zombies are the ones who, they didn't get the vaccine. Okay? They didn't get the vaccine. We're using the same type of vaccine that we use for seasonal flu. See, Thomas has been modeling the vaccine and how it will work once it enters the bloodstream. So that's what they said. How soon will we be able to distribute the vaccine? It's going to take at least another week to get the first batch out. Another week, the Southeast can be infected by then. So they got the answer. They got the vaccine. They got the answer to the epidemic that turned into a pandemic. Okay? That's what they've got. They got a strategic national stockpile is what they've got. And they are going to round up the troops. They got the truck drivers delivering the vaccines to the people. And the zombies are the people who don't got the vaccine. If they would have got the vaccine, they wouldn't have turned into a zombie. Okay? And the troops at dusk, they got curfews instilled. They got curfews that are put into action. You don't go outside during these certain hours. Nobody goes outside. And they have shelters where you can go. Wayne County is that in Indiana? Wayne County, Indiana. So yeah, and the people go to the shelter, but they got to get their blood tests first to make sure they don't have the COVID. I mean, they make sure they don't have the virus. Okay. So yeah, but they're going to get their vaccine. And then the people outside, well, the troops don't want to have to follow their fellow citizens. They don't want to shoot them. They don't. They don't want to shoot their fellow citizens who didn't get the vaccine and they got the virus. That's what happened. That's what they said. More or less, that's what they said. So that's what's going on, you all. It is Jacanada. It is a comic book. It's a preparedness book. They're telling you what's happening. They are. And they tell you why the CDC, look, why did the CDC share the zombie apocalypse survival guideline? Why did they? Why did they? Look, all the news channels, MSM, Forbes, Yahoo, You Survive It, they will open up FEMA. I think they probably will. They'll probably be opening up FEMA shelters for people, is what they'll do. You may go to the shelter. You might. Yeah. So we don't need to look at that book. I want to get out of the book. I do. The military's involved. There's a part 2 because that means when the virus got really bad is what it means. It got bad. That's what happened. It's the graphic novel. Right there. You can go. You can find it yourself. So, with that being said, you all, I am going to go. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for the screens looking all crazy looking. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. So we got the zombie apocalypse. That's what's happening. They got preparedness manuals. Those who got the virus, those who don't. Those who turned into a zombie and those who didn't. Those who got blood samples to make sure they don't have the virus and those who don't. Those who get vaccinated and those who don't. All of it. Much love to you all too. Yeah, much love to you all too. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. So you can go to the CDC, you can read their preparedness for zombie apocalypse, and you too can learn how to prepare in any type of an emergency. You can get you a disaster preparedness kit ready for you and your family. Each member of your family have it on hand so you can just grab and go and get all of it. You're so very welcome. I feel that this was very disorganized and very all over the place. I do. It's all right. It really is all right. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Yeah. You're welcome.